my name is Heather Autumn and welcome to my channel as well as my kitchen. Alright, so I just got home from work. If you want to see more about my job life, I will link it in the description below as well as tag it here or there. So yesterday was Sunday and I was going to record, but as you can see, it is continuing to be rainy on the weekends as well as into the week. I think we even have a hurricane heading our way, and probably by the time you're watching this, it's already hit. But if I've uploaded this video, it means that not only am I okay, but I also have internet, so we're good. And so yesterday, rather than filming, I decided to take some self-care, and I went and I cleaned my apartment and I did some shopping and just went and took some time for myself. So I realized that I don't actually talk about this other part of me, and somebody, one of the people who watch this channel, she challenged me to start opening up more about who I am as a person and talking about like just who I am.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
I really kind of did some thinking on that, and I realized that you guys just see this very extroverted, go, 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 go type of person. I'm actually an INFJ, which if you know your personality types, you already know what that means. But for those of you who don't, INFJ stands for introverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging. I've always been introverted. My sisters would have tons of friends and I was like either no friends or one. I've taken this test like 3 different times, and actually the first time I was with my ex, and I remember telling him this, and I remember him going, "Really?" And he just kind of had a face and a tone, and I was like, oh God, what does that mean? And so I didn't look at it again. And then years and years later, I wanted to see if it changed. I had had some therapy, same result. And then a couple years ago, I decided I'm gonna try this again and see if I get a different result. And it stayed the same. So I'm kind of feeling now like that's something I can kind of say I am. That extroverted part of me came with a lot of therapy. For those of you who watch my channel long enough, you know I struggle with anxiety, depression, and OCD. And it got to a point where I wasn't leaving my house at all. So part of this channel is to help people who are in that space that I was and show them that there's fun things to do out there. But it's also to make sure that I also get out of the house and I don't slip back into those old ways of watching reality TV like all the time. So today I'm home. It's kind of this rainy, quiet weather. The end of summer recipe that I'm gonna be showing you today is a grilled salmon with an avocado mango salsa and a coconut rice. And I've made this before. If you wanna know what the tropics taste like, this is a fantastic meal. So with that, I'm gonna prep my ingredients first and then get started on this rice. Okay, so I thought that the rice would be the long part, but I was wrong. After reading the instructions, which I highly advise doing, I found that actually you're gonna need to marinate the fish for an hour. The fish is going to be marinated in a combination of olive oil, lime zest, lime juice, and garlic, and lastly seasoned with salt and pepper. And so I'll show you how to do that now. And so now that it's in that shallow pan and marinating, I'm gonna let it sit for 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna flip it over and allow it to sit for another 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna start cooking it. Let's work on this mango avocado salsa and get that in the fridge so that it's ready to go and we're ready to plate. Okay, so our salmon is almost done being marinated. We've made the salsa, and now it's time to start working on the rice. And so I'm gonna show you how to do that step by step. It only has 3 ingredients. One is that it's a jasmine rice. It's also going to use some coconut milk as well as some coconut water, which is going to infuse that coconut flavor into the rice. Okay, so now that we have our rice done and our salsa is all done, now's the time we're gonna take our marinated fish and cook that up and then start plating. So my camera is back to deleting footage, so that's awesome. But we are at the end of this recipe. Of course, I've already plated it, and I did do a taste test, but I don't have that footage anymore, so I will do it again. First, I'm gonna try this rice right here. Oh. The rice has always been my favorite. It's infused with all that coconut. So you have normal rice texture, but on the back end of that is the coconut, and it is just so good. All right, so next up is the salsa. All right, I could just have a bowl of that and some chips. Like, it is so good. You wouldn't think that all the flavors would play nice, but they do. You have the sweetness of that mango and the creaminess of the avocado, and it is balanced by that red onion. All right, last is the salmon. The reason I like that is because once it's cooked, even though the skin is crispy and things like that, the meat itself retains this great moisture, and it has that hint of lime and garlic, and it, again, the whole plate all plays nice together. Like, the rice and the salmon and the salsa, they all go really well together. So if you like to have this all written out, please be sure to check the description below, because I'm gonna have it all listed out on my blog. I'll give you the ingredients and the steps and everything that you need to recreate this dish. And as always, if you really enjoyed this video, the best way you can help me is to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. But other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day or rest of your evening in my own case, and I will see you next week because I release a new video every weekend. So I will see you then. Bye.